time. Let's go. All right, I got to get to this 30-second. We're going to give our buddy Kai 30 more seconds, boy. Let's go. Countdown. Welcome to Fantasy 4 Breakfast. This is the crew right here. We're missing a couple of limbs. It's okay. We still Voltron up in this mug because I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling good. I love my lineup. I love it so much. I'm really considering like multiple of the Millie Maker. Like for real, maybe like 3 Millie Maker tickets on this one because I think I got the recipe today. But I want to start with Joski Doski. We're going to start at the top here at QB. Who you got a quarterback today, Joe?
I was trying to get that link thrown up on the Twitter verse, but I'll get right to you here in a little bit, guys. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna steal a move out of Kai's book. I'm gonna spend the most on this quarterback position here. I'm going with Josh Allen. He had a bad week last week, of course. No one expected that. But this week they have the Jets. I believe he's had pretty good success with them in his career. Actually, I think they're eighth. They give up the eighth most passing yards, if I'm not mistaken. The implied total in that game is the third highest on the slate. So everything about what is set up for that, for a rebound for Josh Allen is what I'm about today. So for cash games, I'm firing him up. He is 7,900. Andy, go ahead and get that put down. I'm taking you down this week, Andy. All these picks are we can't keep letting Andy win the core four. Look at him over there with confidence, shaking his head. No way he's writing it down. He just knows, and we can't let him know this week. Josh Allen. Oh yeah, check out our board, guys.
Oh, I like it.
Whiteboards.
Whiteboards.
Why it's gotta be white.
If it ain't white, it ain't right.
Oh my goodness. Ike Mevins. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? Sorry I'm late. I'm a little I'm still trying to get over this cold or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, hey, whatever it is, it's crazy out there. So, get your shield, get your face guard on, you know what I'm saying? But hey, who you got at QB today?
I'm going with Joe's favorite guy ever in the history of the universe, Tom Brady.
Ooh.
I just think Washington's pass defense is horrible. I know they got a couple of guys out, but I don't think that's going to stop Tommy B. 7,600, so he's up there, but that's my guy today. He's averaging 27.6, and I don't see it being any lower than that against, as I like to call them, the foreskins.
Yeah. Hey, if they ain't got a name, give them one. You know what I mean? But
absolutely, there you go.
No doubt. I love the Tom Brady pick. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are leading the league in what these people are calling pedal to the metal. All right, it's a stat now. So basically, what's happening. I know, right? This is what I was telling y'all.
I'm surprised it's not called PTM.
Right.
I was gonna say it's not an abbreviation.
It's happening out here. It's happening. We can get in on this for sure. We need to come up with something. But when it comes to who's throwing the ball most, when they have the biggest lead, it's Tampa. They're still throwing the ball. Tom Brady wants to break records this year, right now, with the people he's got. So. Look, and he's gonna do it. So yeah, let's go. Fire up Tom Brady, Slim Jimmy, Andy IUE. Who you got at quarterback?
Yeah, so I was really this close to taking Tom Brady today, and the reason I didn't is because of matchup. So I'm taking Justin Herbert today. We talk about game script all the time, and I think Tom Brady has a chance to be up big in the first half against the Washington football team. I think that if we've seen Minnesota, they've been in close games all year. They seem to come up short, but they've been in close games. And I look for Justin Herbert to have to throw the ball still in the third and fourth quarter. So I really like that as far as producing big numbers. And he's at 7,100, so he's a little bit down the list. So again, I like Justin Herbert today. He's had a couple clunkers in a row. Well, actually, he had a good week last week, but a couple clunkers before that. I think he's back on track. I look for a big week this week, 7,300.
Nice. I like that pick. I feel like that's real safe, but that's where we want to go. That's what it should be if we're trying to cash every single week. Justin Herbert is gonna work out today. I mean, look, they almost he put up 40 fantasy points without barely hitting Mike Williams and Keenan Allen a week ago. Barely. So how did he do it? He's just Justin Herbert. He's that dude. So I'll give you my quarterback. I'm going with Dak Prescott. Joe, don't hate me, but I know because you went there last week, and I feel like that was the right move. I really did. And he put up a dud, the most random dud ever. But coming back this week, I figured his ownership would be low, and he's going to just torch Atlanta. Also, Atlanta's kind of become a pass funnel. They can stop the run. They put up some good numbers against running backs this year. So we're going to see Dak Prescott throw the ball a lot today. Let's roll on to running back.
Hey, Jeff, just so you know, guys out there, Jeff is taking Matt Ryan. I tried to persuade him out of doing this because he's burned him so many times this year, but he's taking Matt Ryan.
You know, that game, and this kind of touches on on Drew's pick and obviously Jeff's pick as well. I mean, that kind of goes along with what my pick was about. It's actually the highest implied total in the slate. So, they're expecting a lot of points to be scored in that game. So actually having either one of those guys, Dak Prescott or Matt Ryan, isn't a bad pick. I'm not as bold as Jeff, so I'm not taking any Matt Ryan, but I do have some lineups already made where I'm firing up Dak again. Hopefully he makes some of that money back for me that I didn't quite cash in last week. So
right, exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But that's right. That over under for that Falcons game is 54.5. I think it was. It's pretty high, man. The points got to come from somewhere. So I'm getting pieces from that game into my core four, no doubt about it. We'll actually talk about him in just a moment. I see you shaking your head down there, Slim Jimmy. What's going on? Who you got at running back?
Yeah, I'm out that game, and I'm going with the guy that if they win, which I actually expect them to lose today, but if they win, I think it's going to be squarely on his shoulders. That's Najee Harris. I think Najee Harris is having a good year, but I don't see him struggling against the Lions, especially without Big Ben. So I look for them to have to feed Najee Harris today. Again, the Lions, man, they're 31st against the running backs this year. Ironically, giving up 31 DraftKings points per game. So I got Najee Harris coming in at 7,900. So you're gonna pay up a little bit for Najee Harris, but I think he's gonna be worth it today.
Hell yeah, he's worth it, no doubt about it. Hey, even with Mason Rudolph, remember when Mason Rudolph hit Jalen, whatever his last name, Jalen Samuel, like 14, 15, 16 times? Man, Najee should get about 25 grabs today. Yeah, maybe that's overboard, but I'll take 20 catches. Let's go. Ike Mevins. I have a feeling I know who you're going to take at wide receiver today, but who's your running back?
It's pretty obvious who I'm taking at wide receiver. You're a sleuth. You're a sleuth and a genius, Drew. I love you. I am going with my boy, D'Ernest Johnson, DJ. I think, he's the only running back Cleveland's got today, I think. And he's 4,700. I know New England's defense is pretty good. But again, he's going to get a lot of looks. He's going to get the ball a lot, and he's $4,700. Go get him. Go Browns. Let's go.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, he's going to get all the touches. 4,700. Hey, that's not bad. Joski, I see you cracking that smile. What you got going on over there at running back?
Oh, I'm just laughing because I know not many people are Patriots fans in general, but Kai, out of all people, needs to root against the Patriots and the Bears because he's got a couple bets out there hanging that the Giants are going to finish with better records. So yeah, he's going to be picking the opposite team all year. But I'm going with Jonathan Taylor. He is $8,100. I'm going to use this the whole entire time. I want everyone to get used to this. JTT. So yeah, he's been unreal lately. Let's be honest here. I think he started off the first few weeks of the season. It was a little bit skeptical, but ever since then, I mean, he is just blowing the top off of fantasy scores for everybody. 30 plus point performances from week 5 to week 9. I mean, he's you got to go with him, man. Like, so yeah, I'm taking him at 8,100, especially against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think they're going to be as lucky as they were last week. They faced a team last week that doesn't have a run game. Devin Singletary, if you guys like that. That's who they got to worry about today. Devin Singletary. So Jonathan Taylor Thomas, man. That's who I'm rolling with.
Okay, no doubt. Yo, he's finished no less than 6th fantasy running back score in the last I think you said 5 to 9. So the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, weeks 5 to 9. He had 3 plus or 3 30+ point performances. I mean, right. I don't think you're really finding that anywhere else besides Derrick Henry, which unfortunately, we aren't going to have him on the slate until about come playoff time. So, I'm firing him up at 8,100 for a fact.
He is smashing, killing it. All right, so I'm going with Andy with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and say Najee, but it was a real toss-up between Cordero Patterson and Najee Harris for me as to who to put into the court for. Those guys are gonna get hit up today a lot. All right, you know what I mean? The receivers in Atlanta, a little bit suspect. Russell Gage can't be locked down. He can't be shut down. He's disappeared many times. Kyle Pitts, is he going to show up? I'm not sure. The most consistent, steady offensive piece they have is Cordero, and they're going to need to keep up with Dallas today. So I expect him to get a lot of usage. But even with that, I think Najee gets more usage than that. So
I'm gonna be honest. I love the Najee Harris pick, and I had him. I still have him in a couple just in case, but just that news with Big Ben last night just changed it a little bit for me. I know it shouldn't matter, but the Lions aren't necessarily as bad as we all think they are. I mean, they kind of play teams a little bit close. Of course, they're not winning games, but if they elect to try to stack that box or anything like that, because no one's afraid of Mason Rudolph. I'm not afraid of Mason. I'll pull a Myles Garrett and hit Mason Rudolph in the head with his own helmet with no repercussions. I'm not worried about it. So it just I've seen like the running game is going to be a little bit more of a focal point on that defense today. But I agree. I agree with that, and I actually expect the Lions. I like the Lions on the money line this week, not just with the points, but. Like Drew was saying, I think Najee's going to catch the ball today too. So I wouldn't sleep on that. I don't think it matters. I think we're all overestimating Big Ben. Big Ben he's done. The dude is trash. So I mean, it doesn't matter who's throwing back there. Kai, you could be throwing, bro, and people are going to eat.
Well, I'm pretty good at football, so.
Oh, I've heard.
No,
I could throw a laser 12 yards, bro.
That's more than Ben Roethlisberger can right now.
Just maybe.
Right on.
Hey, but the best thing about Ben is that where his mindset is. He's going to Najee, and he's going to Deontay often. Very, very often. Now, the move to Mason Rudolph did get me off of Deontay Johnson, and I moved on to a different wide receiver for my core four. That's for sure. But got me more on to Najee. So, We'll see what happens. We'll see where this goes. We got everybody's running backs. All right. It's time for wide receiver.
Hold on. We'll throw Jeff's in there. Jeff's running back is also Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Hefe went with JT.
We got a couple guys thinking the same this week.
All right. Yeah. I mean, look, the stars aligned for me this week. I was like, well, obviously. But it's like, it's scary when it's like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, man. Usually the best lineups you go into, you're like, I'm not so sure about a couple of these guys. And they ball out, When I'm so sure about every spot, I'm like, oh, man, what's going to happen today? Doski, who's your wide receiver today?
Well, I'm spending up there too, so obviously I'm going to be saving money at the tight end position. But I got Davante Adams. I'm sure Andy likes this pick a lot, 7,900. I mean, hey, we're expecting Aaron Rodgers to come back. He's locked in. So once he's locked in, he's locked in. So as long as Rodgers is back, then this is going to be a great pick, in my opinion. Of course, they're playing against the Seahawks. They're not too great at covering back there. Davante Adams gets 35% target share. I mean, what else needs to really be said? I mean, they're giving up the ninth most passing yards. This is just a this is a smash spot if I've ever seen one, honestly. Like, and, Aaron Rodgers, out of all people, is one of those. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's a little bit douchey, so he's going to come out and he's going to want to prove a point after this whole mix up with the whole "I said this, I meant this, that, and the other" thing. So look for him to go out and have a huge game, and obviously that's going to come on the back of his All-Pro wide receiver Davante Adams.
No doubt. I tried to get Deontay into lineups today. It was just too tough for me. I elected to go elsewhere, but we'll talk about that decision in a moment. I want to go down here to Slim Jimmy in the flesh, Mr. IU, Andy IUE. What's up? Who you got at wide receiver?
Joe stole my thunder. I'm going with Davante here as well. Hey. We all know that A-Rod loves a statement game, and after all that backlash and talk, I look for a big game out of A-Rod. And when you look for a big game, he's gonna be looking for my boy Davante. Davante averages 10 targets and 100 yards this year. I mean, that's hard to pass up. He's going to get the ball thrown his way. Look, even what's his name, Jordan Love threw the ball at him 14 times last week. Didn't connect with him because he's trash. So they might be rethinking this whole we're about to trade Aaron Rodgers in the offseason thing. But I look for A-Rod to really, especially in the first half. Davante seems to have big first half. So I look for possibly 10 targets in the first half for my boy Davante.
Woo. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So look, if you're banking on Aaron Rodgers coming out and doing his thing, go with his main weapon. Absolutely. It makes too much sense. And that's exactly what I was thinking with Dak and Amari Cooper today. That's why I'm going with Amari. But, man, let me tell you, it was so tough not to go CeeDee Lamb after I looked at the projection thing that we had this morning. So, the thing is, the contrarian play is CeeDee Lamb. So, if you're playing GPP, something like that, you definitely want to go Lamb because Amari is going to be owned everywhere. But I really do think he is going to smash today. Like, he's just going to kill it. Amari's going to go out there and handle his business. Dak's going to go out there and handle his, and that's going to be the connection that's what I see for today. If you're trying to be contrarian, win the GPP, go CeeDee Lamb in there. All right, so I'm going with Amari, and who else we need? Ike Memphis. Go ahead and uncover the surprise.
The scramble, the jumble.
It's a huge word jumble. I'm going with Mike Evans.
Hey,
you're looking at a hurt wide receiver core for Tampa Bay. Godwin may or may not play. I don't know what the update is. The latest update is right now he's still questionable. And Gronk's not playing. And
Antonio Brown's
his face? Antonio Brown's out. So I just think he's going to see a lot of looks. He's stacking Tom Brady for me. Again, Tampa Bay's. I think they're going to probably beat Washington handedly today. We'll see. But, yeah, that's my guy.
Right. They should whip on him. And that's what makes me love J.D. McKissick, who I almost picked for my running back. But anytime Washington's down, J.D. gets the ball a ton. I feel that, Kai. I love the pick. Mike Evans. Hey, did you see my tweet about Mike Evans? Did you see the thing? It was Landon Collins. Landon Collins is guarding Mike Evans for at least 40% of this game. Landon Collins gets burnt often.
Hey, I got to shout out my guy Landon Cronin because for whatever reason, his image just popped in my head when you said Landon Collins. I immediately thought, Landon Cronin, what you done with him for? Shout out, Landon. Hopefully this somehow finds you, bro.
Shout out. Yeah. Right, exactly. Hey, man, remember Wobble? He used to throw with the rubber arm, boy. Yeah, he had it down. It looked like a wet noodle. You know what Landon, I mean? I'm flying up out of there, though.
Landon is probably one of the friends who would actually be supporting us with some views today, but fortunately out there in California, you're 3 hours behind. I don't know if we're going to get Landon waking up and watching us quite so early.
But the biggest Landon shout out ever. I love it. It's so good. No doubt.
My dude, Joe.
Joski, who you got at wide receiver?
Oh, we already got my wide receiver pick.
Oh, yeah, but we just need Jeff's, and Jeff is plugging Scary Terry McLaurin today.
Ooh, yo, BetMGM has not anymore, but they had a plus 1,200 on the Terry McLaurin anytime touchdown prop that popped up. Yeah, for it was only up for like 5 minutes. Like that was it, and then they snatched it down. But enough people got in there that they was talking about it. Woo! What? plus 1,200. Oh my God! How did they let that slip? That's a big mistake right there.
I'm putting a dollar on that all day.
Oh,
My cheap ass will put 2 down.
Wow. Budget.
He's done that big money games.
Hey, a winner is a winner.
Hey, winners get chicken dinners. Hey,
I sold a couple extra subscriptions this week.
oh snap! Hey man, we're going over the tight end, man. I got to go see over here what the tight end whisperer has for us today because I'm pretty sure he's won tight end all season. I know I haven't won it all season. No, not all season. Man, it seems like it.
No, I've won a fair share, but I don't think I've won every single one.
The tight ends position.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it feels like it.
But I tell you, I'm going to win today. This is where I win expensive today, guys. It's Kyle Pitts, Atlanta. They got a lot of issues, I guess. They're well, not really too many issues, just Ridley, I guess. But Kyle Pitts, I just like him today. Like you said, this is a high scoring game. The over under was 59,000, so he's gonna get a share of looks. I just think he's gonna do his thing and fuck Dallas.
Right. Exactly. Right. Who cares about Dallas? I do today. I need Dak to go crazy. I need him to go crazy. Joski, those.
Yeah, I can take some of that Amari Cooper love today. So yeah, and some Ezekiel Elliott and some Greg Zerloin. So yeah, I care about Dallas. My tight end pick, I'm going with Dan Arnold, man. 3,500. I told you I had to spend down somewhere. Dan Arnold is pretty nice though. Hey, Andy, you don't have to worry about it. He's not my deep dive. I'm not pulling the Kai here. But
I've never heard of him. That's all.
You've never heard of Dan Arnold?
No. Tell me about him, bro. Tell me about him.
You're gonna hear about him.
East Coast bias, man.
So since he's been traded to Jacksonville, they've actually been peppering this dude with targets. I mean, peppering. Yes. 7.5 targets a game. Over the last 2, he's actually had 17. And the Colts actually give up the 7th most yards to the position. So if I had to spin down so I can go ahead and get me some Devontae Adams, some Josh Allen, and some Jonathan Taylor in my lineup, there's no one I'd rather spin down for than a guy who's getting all the opportunities in the world. So give me some Dan Arnold today. I'm looking for him to eat, and for me to get some money so I can eat because I'm hungry.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. I love the Dan Arnold pick. He's been getting hit up, man. It's all about Urban Meyer's image. That's really all this guy's caring about right now.
This should have been Tim Tebow.
Right. Exactly. Whoops. Whoa. Oh, if y'all could have seen that catch just now. I still got it. After all these years.
Reflexes on point.
Around. You say what?
Reflexes on point.
On point. On fleek, boy. Here we go. Dawson Knox, a guy to look at.
Yo, then I might as well go next because that's my tight end.
Yep.
Dawson Knox is my tight end today. The Jets are putrid against tight ends. The Bills are coming off arguably the worst loss in the NFL this year. And you could argue that Josh Allen has not been the same since this dude got hurt. Through 5 weeks, he was having a breakout year, right? 5 touchdowns in 5 games. He's back. He's healthy. He's only $4,500 today. I look for Dawson Knox to get in the end zone. That's what he does. Whenever he plays, he gets in the end zone. So I look for Dawson Knox to get in the end zone. I think that's a good play. I'm not sure about in year long, but I love him in daily fantasy.
Okay. All right. No doubt.
Somebody took him from me in my season long, my Yahoo band. I was rocking him with Gronk being out. I had to drop him because Gronk's still been out. I had to ride with somebody else. And then I went and looked at the waiver wire. And a week and a half ago, somebody just decided that they didn't want me to get that pick back. They went and picked him up. Trash.
I got him in our league off waivers also recently. And I couldn't be more happy. Wow.
We don't need to start tight ends though. So
yeah, but if they're consistent and good and they're gonna score, then who cares? You know what I mean? I'm rocking 3 tight ends in our league. 3. Ugh. I know, right?
You also spent like your first 3 picks on tight ends. So
also, yes, absolutely. Consistent streams of points. That's what I want. That's what I need. So I'm going with This is gonna kill y'all. All right, check this out. I've never won tight ends any week that we played this thing, so whatever. I'm going Mo Alley Cox, and I'm going with Mo Alley Cox because I feel like he's due, and that's honestly the best analyst job I can do on Mo Alley Cox right now. The dude only gets maybe 3 or 4 targets a game. He has touchdowns in 2 of the last 3 games that they've played. Yeah, I know that and everything. It's not that consistent, but the defense that they're going against today, the secondary that they're going against, Carson Wentz could hit him up. Carson Wentz is going to have a big day. So I'll go with Mo Alley Cox, but that is so I can tell you who my deep dive is. But we'll get to that in just a moment. We're going to go ahead and whose tight end do we need? We got everybody?
I think we should Jeff.
Jeff is also going. He's stacking Matt Ryan, and he's going with Kyle Pitts today as well. So we've got a few people on the same page today and throughout the lineup.
We should do a Millie Maker since everybody thinking the same. Because my deep dive is Dan Arnold. Of course, of course, it's gotta happen. They're featuring this guy. Urban Meyer traded for this guy, so they're gonna throw him the ball. They're going to make – Urban wants to look like a genius. Oh, good job on the Dan Arnold trade. He's really good. Like, yeah, because we're shoveling the ball to him constantly. You know what I mean? They're feeding this guy. That's where I'm going. Andy, Slim Jimmy, who's your deep dive today?
Yeah, so we were just Kai was just talking about the depleted receiving core for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So my guy is Tyler Johnson today. Tyler Johnson is going to get hit up today, boys.
Yep.
$3,400. He's going to get the ball today. It's just a matter of how many times he gets it. But for $3,400, you can't pass up a guy who's arguably going to be the 2 or 3 receiver there.
Oh, they must be charging you more.
Wait, he was less than that.
Because I got him for $3,300.
Well, okay, man. What's $100? Man, you sounded like, man.
Kai needs that $100.
I don't need to worry about no $100, man. I'm good.
I'm worried about it.
I got $100 left over in my lineup.
Hey, there you go, man. No, hey, honestly, I'm doubling down on Andy's pick, man. I wish I had time to change it because I don't like to pick the same guy. But hey, that's my deep dive today too. Except for his cost $100 more. The Washington secondary is ranked dead last in their 31st in pass defense DVOA, 28th in passing yards allowed. So yeah, obviously that's a good area to attack. This deep dive is going to be a lot better if Chris Godwin doesn't play, of course. But with that foot injury and as serious it's been all week with him being limited at practice, even with him playing, I think Tyler Johnson is going to get some looks today. So yeah, give me that Ty Johnson. When I say TJ, I ain't talking about Schleet. I'm talking about Tyler Johnson.
No, hey, shout out to TJ Schleet.
Hey, TJ Schleet had that catcher's mitt with the orange outline, man. I'll never forget that thing.
It made life on the mound a little bit easier.
It did.
For sure it did. All right, Ike Mavins, who you got for your deep dive today? Uh-oh, you muted up, Ike.
My bad. I was coughing half of my left lung out, so I didn't want that to be on. But I got the same guy, man. Ty Johnson, $3,300. Why not? Like I said earlier, and these guys just said, they got a lot of injuries down there, so he's going to get his.
I love it. Okay, the Tyler Johnson thing just makes too much sense, right? No AB, no Chris Godwin. Tom Brady's going to throw the ball all day long. It just makes too much sense. Tyler Johnson, absolutely. And the skills are there. So, Andy, Slim Jimmy, you want to let us know how last week's points took out?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll hit a little, what was it, week 9. We're in week 10 now. Unbelievable how fast the season is going. So last week was week 9.
Back 9.
Hey, the back 9, baby. Back 9 bullies. That's, man, hey, call me crazy. I'm golfing today, so. It's fine outside, man. Anyways, bringing up the rear, the caboose, as they say, was our man Jeff, who I tried to save with lineup advice today by not taking Matt Ryan, but hey, we're gonna see what happens. He had 57.
Points?
57 points, yes.
Total?
No, for his score 4, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was it?
57.
Just wanted you to say it
The
again.
Tyrod Taylor thing killed me.
Yeah.
That
Jamar
killed.
Chase got shut down too. So, Kai, I don't know why I mean, we shouldn't be laughing because Kai wasn't too much above that. He was at 58.46. So, wasn't too much higher. Drew, you came in. Everyone else was real close to that 70. So Drew came in 66.18 again. Oh no, that was Joe. I apologize. That was Joe. Joe was one wide receiver away from really going off. Drew, you came in second, 66.74. And hey, you're really a quarterback away. And I hate saying it, but this is 4 weeks in a row. Andy at the top, 86.64. I mean, just start listening to my lineup advice, guys.
Andy's the winner.
Hey, but let me ask you something though. So yeah, you won the core 4, but who won the competition?
That's not what we're doing this for the core 4, right?
Yeah, hey, we are. But as long as we mention that I won the competition.
I won the core 4, bro. That's what we're doing the show for. Let's get it.
I left enough room to make. I left enough room for you to put some good picks in there to actually win the cash.
What's this? What's the show we're doing right now called? I believe it's like Fantasy for Breakfast.
It's called Fantasy for Breakfast.
For breakfast. Core 4.
Right, and it's 4 of hey.
Oh, should we put a 4 in there actually instead of?
That's what I thought about.
Probably.
I like that actually. I don't have a problem with that. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the win based off of that. You know what? You can have the win off of that. That was a good take. I had something to say. I'm just gonna drop the pen. That's it. I'm letting it go.
Oh my goodness, no doubt. I want to see a cumulative. I've never.
I'll put it together.
First.
I don't.
And I've never
I'll put it together. Believe me, I'll put together cumulative averages, best tight ends. All this whispering about tight ends. We can stop talking about.
Damn. You want some peanut butter with all that jelly?
Hey man, I just facts are facts, bro.
Hey, he won a tight end thing last week or 2 weeks ago with 6 points. Everybody else tight end got less than 6 points.
That is true.
I don't know if that's considered a win for anyone.
Jeff had the highest scoring. Jeff had the highest scoring tight end last week.
Oh, who was that?
What about
Travis
Deep Dive?
Kelce? Deep Dive last week was won by Kai. That was with Jared Cook at 10.8.
Oh,
there you go.
We had quite a few. We had quite a few goose eggs on the Deep Dive.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah,
this is in one of my leagues. Who do I start? McCole Hardman or your boy Odell Beckham?
Oh, Odell, right now.
I would probably go with Odell because he's number 2 receiver there. The question I would have is how much is he going to play this week?
Yeah, of course.
Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson could absolutely, take on a little bit bigger of a role this week because he already knows the offense. But I think I'd be safe with Odell Beckham Jr. over somebody who almost never ever gets hit up whatsoever in Kansas City. Mecole Hardman's been there for 3 years and is still the bum. So I'm good on that. I'm not putting Mecole Hardman in one lineup.
Yeah, not today. Maybe not today. All right, so let's leave the people with some final thoughts. Let's help these people out. Everybody's trying to win some money. What's the name? Andy, your reign of terror will end this week because my core 4 is going over 100. Going over 100. I'm
Are you going to pull a Kai?
I'm pulling the Kai. I'm calling
losing like 4 weeks in a row? Yeah. Don't pull that,
bro. It's called scoring 100.
Don't do that, bro. Don't pull a Kai.
I do need all of my ankles. I need those. I can't pull no Kai like with the ankle thing. No, sir. Joski, you got something for the people?
The only thing I would really say is, if you're listening to this show, a lot of times we're talking, especially because we're talking about playing each other, we're talking about doing cash games. If you really want to get in that GPP, start kind of doing a little bit of research on some of those other lineups. We'll start giving out some of our advice on those as well. Just in my opinion, Carson Wentz at 5,900 is a really good play here today. I think Drew touched on the fact that he's been lighting it up lately and has a pretty good matchup ahead of him. So get you some Carson Wentz, maybe some, spend down on your running backs this week. You got Dearness Johnson and Mark Ingram both playing for injured or for whatever reason not playing running backs. So, a lot of room to get some of those good GPP lineups in. And other than that, I'm going to leave you with something that no one else is going to agree with. Go Pats.
Boo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Womp, womp,
I want to see
womp.
that on here, man. Trash.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
You guys about to get some of that good macaroni and cheese today.
That dude is gonna look like the bum. I'm not gonna say the bum, but we're gonna make him look like a bum today.
Hell yeah,
I mean, he couldn't look like he couldn't look much more like we did just get an angry face for that, but he couldn't look much more a bum as the guy that's playing quarterback on you guys' side of the ball. So
amazing, absolutely amazing.
Luckily, we don't need our quarterback to be good to win. So
do you not? Because Nick Chubb isn't playing.
That doesn't matter. Dearness Johnson is about to go off, man.
Right.
Yeah.
If the other parts of our game,
now you're a fan of Dearness Johnson. Okay.
What do you mean?
I'm a fan of the
I'm a fan of any time he plays. I just still think that was a terrible trade, bro. If you want to bring it up, go ahead.
That's why I say let the trades go through. We don't know what's gonna happen. You never know. Ike Mevins, you got something to leave for the people today?
In our fantasy league that we are all in together, Joe's league, I'm struggling, man. I need James Robinson to play. I'm one more injury. If Josh Allen gets hurt, I'm trading the farm. This is absolutely gross. And I'm playing you, Drew. So again, fuck the Cowboys. Who else you got? Fuck Pittsburgh. Fuck the Jets. Fuck Kansas City. Fuck all of them. So I need my guys. I need James Robinson to play today. Please, 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 because I don't want to start another crummy running back because I've already started 2 others. So somehow I need to beat you, Drew.
Not happening. Not today. No, sir. You're getting crushed.
Probably.
Whoever.
We were just talking about like how many F-bombs get dropped in the show. I think Kai just took the lead in that one, and this single segment by far, no doubt about it. Go Browns today is really all I got to say. And hey, true golfers, man, come out here, man. See me at Turkey Foot at about 11:50, man. Snowflakes still getting birdies, baby.
Oh, birdie, baby. Yo, that's the name. Birdie, baby.
Oh, hey, one more actually. I actually forgot about this one. The Akron Aviators home opener is tonight at 7:00 at Mason Community Center. Come out. Adults $10, kids are I think $5. I don't know. They're less than adults. Don't quote me on that, because if you come in and you got to pay $6, don't say that you talked to Devin Singletary. He told you only had to pay $5. So Akron Aviators, a home opener tonight. Come check them out. Yeah.
Come see us out there, man. Some of the IU Week crew will be there. I'll sign your forehead, man.
Signing babies, kissing. What is it? I don't know.
Kissing babies and signing something. I don't know.
Titties.
Kissing babies, shaking hands. That's what it is.
Kissing hands and shaking babies.
It's 2021, man. You can't say stuff like that.
Sign the foreheads, bro. Hit me up.
Look, man, it's all I got for the people today is I'm going to just give you this lineup because I think it's going to go dumb. Dak, Najee Harris, Cordero Patterson, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman Jr., Mo Alley Cox, Dan Arnold. Titans defense is probably, I thought, was the sneakiest play ever.
I have him.
Looks like, yeah, exactly. When we looked at the projections, I was like, wow, they're like the 5th most owned entity in DFS. Like, so not that slick, but look, it's $2,600 and it opens up tons of opportunity within the lineup. $2,600 for a defense that's only what they're going to give up 16 points, maybe. As long as it's positive.
They've been locked down the past like 4 weeks or something like that. That they're scoring a lot. They're getting in the
Yeah.
end zone too. So
Exactly. And no Alvin Kamara. Trevor Simeon's going to be out there. They ain't got no receivers in New Orleans anyway. Man, come on. Let's go Tennessee defense. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Deuces. Have a
Peace.
great day. Peace. Win lots of money.